Welcome to Rodis Live. I'm your host, Rodis. And on this episode today, we will talk about the 7 unrealistic expectations that women need to get rid of when they are looking for their Superman. So today, I have Miss Crane and I have Miss Francine. So, Miss Francine, introduce yourself to the listeners of Rodis Live.
I am Francine Williams, owner of my admin friend administrative business, as well as a resume writer, and I do some creative writing on the side, and I'm just happy to be here.
Thanks for having you. We love you to be on the show. Thank you for coming in. Crane, please introduce yourself to the listeners of Rodis Live.
Definitely. What's up, good people? I'm Crane. I am from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a recording artist representing South Side, East Side, everything, except for the other sides. But I love all sides, so don't get it twisted. And that's me. I'm here tonight. I'm blessed to be here. It's a good show. It's gonna be a good show. So how y'all doing?
All right, I feel that. I feel that in my heart. So we just gonna get into the topic. So the first thing that I think that women have problems with is thinking that one man can do the job of several men. And when I say that, I mean it like when most women are single, they date multiple guys. One, because it's their choice. Two, it's just like going to the grocery store. You got to shop for what you want. But I think in the dating phase, they date multiple guys to get one guy. Like one guy might be a good handyman. One guy might be a good romantic. One guy might be good in bed. One guy might be, financially stable. Another guy might just be good for companionship. And like when they get one guy that they like or that they looking for and a 6-figure guy, sometimes the guy can feel unappreciated in some capacity because he cannot meet the criteria of all of those men. Do you understand what I'm saying? What's your thoughts so far, Francine, on what I just said?
Well, because I never had the opportunity to date that many guys at one time, maybe at the most two. But I agree that when you have those options, it helps to figure out what you want. But as someone that's 50 now, I just look for a good personality. I look for someone that is stable. I look for someone that has a good heart and a good spirit. You don't have to be rich, but I want you to at least have what I have. If I'm in my own place, I need you to be in your own place. So
basically you want somebody to match what you bring into the table.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Miss Crane, as a young lady, how do you feel about
this? I feel like, people need to look at what they can actually do for themselves first. And then you can put your demands out there when you're good. You can't really say you want this person to have 800 credit score. You can't really say you want this person to drive a G-Wagon when you in a hoopty. I mean, if I was a dude and I was in a G-Wagon, I wouldn't want a chick with a hoopty, But let me say this. Let me blow your mind. I drive a 99 Explorer, right? Beautiful, beautiful car, beautiful truck. Get complimented on it all the time. Do that mean that I would date somebody in a hoopty? No. I still wouldn't, because it's like
that's your choice.
It's all about presentation,
Yeah.
believe it or not, how you roll up, people are judging you. Everybody judge everybody. You know, we judge ourselves. First thing, we judge ourselves before we leave the house. So, you know, it's all about image and presentation. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want my daughter with nobody in a hoop. But my daughter will have a car because hopefully I done taught her enough where she can, you know, do that. You know, so you gotta
Right,
make sure you're good first.
right. So basically, like, you know, that one guy, he probably does not have the quality of all of those guys. So, you know, when you actually, you know, oh, he makes six figures, this, that, and the other, he will feel unappreciated because he can those a lot of fucking shoes to fill. He wear Cohans. He don't wear fucking Timberlands and steel toes and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to be fair. But I believe in reciprocity and I understand what you ladies are saying. And I appreciate y'all answer. All right. So the next thing, you know, these hardworking six-figure guys that's getting to the money, you know, a lot of times when they focused on their career, you know, they might not have time for the woman. You know what I'm saying? And what would you do if, you know, he's making all this money? You understand what I'm saying? You can't be superficial, you know. You gonna miss him. Do you cheat? No. Do you hang out with the girls and say, oh, girl, you know, listen to the peanut gallery or something? No. You know, you get you some friends. You start you a hobby, start a business. Ask how you can help him. A lot of times, you know, we are selfish, men and women, and we don't never look at what part we can play to be in a role of assistant, mate, or significant other. What do y'all think about that?
I agree. Find something to do, creative. Find out how can you help. If he's unless he's in a with a company that you can't get involved,
Right.
then that's understandable. But keep yourself busy. There will be times where you will have to make your demand a little bit. Like, look, you got to find time for me.
Right.
You just you know, because then what's the point of having a relationship? You're not seeing each other.
Exactly.
So you have to demand, but you have to be realistic. If this is his business, that's his business, then you find something else for you to do. Work on yourself and whatever, you know, what can you offer to whatever services you can give back to have you focused on, well, not so focused on you're not seeing him the way you want to see him.
Right. And let me mention this as well. You know, him not being able to spend a quality time, you know, that he won't, you know, it's not, you know, at his discretion because, you know, it might be the job, the requirements of the job, but that's still not an excuse. You make time whenever.
Right.
Hey, shoot her a text, send her some flowers, knock her down when you home.
Hey.
So what do you think, Crane?
You know, my thing is energy attracts energy, right? So if I'm out here trying to take and get, you're gonna get you somebody who want the same things you want. They want to take and take from you. That's just how it's gonna go. You know, even if you meet a guy who tells you, hey, I'm gonna pay your rent, I'm gonna pay your bills, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So as a woman now, you have to say, okay, how can I show this guy that I'm not just in it for what he can do? Because when you overlook your blessing or you look a gift horse in the mouth, you're gonna miss out. You know, it's nothing wrong with people wanting to aspire to have a man take care of them. I feel like women, as women, naturally, that's our inclination. I feel like there's nothing wrong with being an independent woman. At the same time, even if you want a so-called, you know, millionaire, sis, you need to make sure you got your stuff established. Period. Because at the end of the day, he don't owe you nothing. He gonna give you what he wants to give. You know what I mean? So with that, you got to go in a situation saying, how can I do this? Oh, what's your favorite food? Oh, you like this? Surprise and bring it to him for lunch. You know what I'm saying? That'll take you a long way. Then I need some money. That'll take you far in life. And not just doing it with your significant other, but for example, somebody, reaches out to you for a business opportunity. They want to work with you. Well, that's a blessing. So you should bless them too. Buy them a gift. Tell them thank you. Send them a thank you note. You know what I'm saying? If you're a new business person, don't necessarily charge an arm and a leg starting out. Give away some for free. I'm in the process of my second book right now. And my first book, I'm gonna republish it. The second book right now is lit. What I did was I let a young man read a chapter of the book, no charge, of course, just to get his feedback. But I'm gonna go ahead and circle back when I'm done with the book. I'm gonna give him a few free copies so he can give to his friends. That's the gift that you can't take away from nobody. Is they didn't already bless themselves by saying, okay, the mindset is the first thing. You got a blessed mentality when you looking at things and how you can give and do for others. You're gonna attract that person. You just gotta know that.
Right. Okay, I like that. I appreciate y'all comments. So in this age, a lot of people, they do they doing what they gotta do to pay the bill. But this Superman or this mythical man that all these women are looking for with the 6 figures, if he is his own boss, right? He's gonna work with women, he's gonna work with attractive women. You know what I'm saying? He might be into entertainment where he comes across women all the time. What if he's a physical trainer? You'll be clueless to think that he's not around attractive women, So some things that I think that, can help is that, don't be selfish, don't be jealous. And women, they're gonna find them attractive. So you have to have some level of trust where you won't hinder his business unless, he gave you put off some type of air like he a dog or a womanizer or whatever. But at the same time, I be looking at a lot of posts and listening to a lot of females, and it's like they'll put up with anything long as they getting the money. How superficial is that?
It's self-damaging for anything, right? Like, I'm sorry, Francine.
I didn't hear you crying.
It's self-damaging because, listen, check it out, right? Okay, take a shovel and dig this, right? Okay. A lot of women, they are forced to sell their body, right? A, due to circumstance. B, the lack of education. C, lack of support, etc., etc. The list goes on and on, right? She was forced to do that, right? A lot of times we'll judge women and say, well, you can't really do that. But a lot of people, they don't really have a choice in the matter of things that they do. And to speak to that, that's what I think about when I think of that. Like people be in tough positions, right? But when you meet a guy who, let's say, you were selling your body or something, and you meet a man, right? Because they say you can't turn a hoe to a housewife. You meet a man, he wants you to change. A lot of women can't do that. A lot of women are not able to change and drop their old habits and lifestyles. But a lot of women are. And you gotta just basically have a paradigm shift and say, you know what, I was this way, or I have this good guy, I have this good man. And that damage, a lot of men are damaged because a lot of damaged women. And it's messed up. And then they end up messing it up for the next woman. The next man. We all cry. Men cry in the dark, So I feel like when a man is giving his time to his career, his business, yes, he does need a woman to support him for sure. Because that's his mentality. That's his peace that he's building. His mentality is one of peace. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to put that in perspective and say, well, I'm just going ahead and trust him with the process and be here the best way I can. For real.
Hey, I'm in agreement with y'all, but you know, a lot of times, and it's, you know, when people are looking at the Superman, he's probably been married before. He's probably had multiple baby mamas, but he got his shit together now. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say that, you know, it's not about, you know, what you've been through. It's about all of the things that built the framework to make him that six-figure person, to make him successful. So some of these women, they don't think that men have the wisdom. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, on the internet, you know, you could get a Joe Blow or whoever. All these people coming in your inboxes, they'll play the little internet game. But in reality, don't nobody got time for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So in reality, nobody not gonna endure all these little games. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just gonna walk on by. Dun, dun, walk on by because don't nobody got time for that. The best part about being grown is you need to act like an adult. And if you're looking for something, you should act like it. You understand? Okay, this is what I really want to ask you. So a lot of ladies, they looking for a traditional man. They looking for a provider. They looking for somebody to pay their bills. They looking for somebody to take care of home and everything. But what a lot of females are not this traditional woman, but they looking for this traditional man. Like a lot of times, we as men, if you invite us over to your house, the first thing we looking at is the bathroom. And don't let me get to that refrigerator. If that's nasty, done deal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, cyberspace could be a messed up space. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you meet somebody, it's good to be yourself instead of meeting a representative. So you you know, you want the guy to be a provider and a leader. We want your house to be clean. We want you to take good care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, you might be required to pay some bills, but as a man, you know, we'll hold it down. Hey, look, babe, just take care of the light bill and you know the cable bill. I got everything else. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, I'll take care of the mortgage and everything. Just take care of the insurance on the cars or something like that. Most guys, you know, they players. You know what I mean? But if you're not a traditional woman yourself and you looking for a traditional man, that's like water and oil, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on this, Francine?
Well, you're right. I mean, if you're not going to present that, you're not going to get it. Or it just things just not going to work out. And it's because I'm not just getting back to the bathroom. When I know companies coming over, the first place I clean is the bathroom and the kitchen because I know that's what any problem, the guy or a female is gonna. That's what they're gonna look at and judge you on. But I don't know. I get, you know, I like that traditional way, but I have no problems being a team player. You know, you pay for this, I pay for that. Have it, you know, have we just have to work together. But I'm not really sure if I even want to be married now. At the age of 50, I've been living on my own for so long. I want to have a companion, but I want to be able to have my space.
Hey, black don't crack. You don't look 50. You look like you're about 35. We don't want to hear none of that. What's your thoughts, Crane?
Hey, that is a good question. Huh.
Because
Well,
here's the thing, like when you being a traditional woman, a lot of women have a problem with this word submissive. It don't mean be a dummy. It don't mean be a flunky. It just means, hey, look here, baby. You know, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to show you something. I'm gonna lead properly, so I just need you to follow. You know, I respect your input. I respect anything that you gotta say regarding this relationship because we in this together. That's all being submissive mean. You know, if you want a submissive woman, you respecting that woman at all costs. This is a life partner. This ain't like, you know, you just going to the Walmart getting a stick of deodorant or some shit. Come on.
mm,
You know, a lot of people have problems with control, and it ain't even about control. It's about companionship. I'm sorry, Miss Crane. Please answer.
hey, you were spitting right there. Um, I feel like with anything, you gotta get to know a person. Just because, okay, one person may think traditional is, traditional is what you said. It's definitely okay. He go out, he make the bacon, and he come home and she done clean, wash the dishes, put the kids up, all that, what have you. Um, I think it's called hypergamy, where the woman is called, when the woman is like, they call them gold diggers, but they want a provider, male, to take care of everything, right? And I feel like if a woman want to do that, that's her prerogative. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of men want sex on the first night. That's what my daddy told me. You know what I'm saying? My daddy told me, he don't be careful because guys will do anything, say anything, do anything. And so I think nowadays it's a race to see who can get what first. Is she gonna give me some? Or, if I take her here, can I get some? Or they don't really want to get to know. People don't want to get to know each other because everything is rushed, and we're so easily distracted. And why would I commit to her when I got 5 over here and 5 over there? She may think the same thing. So I feel like compatibility is key with all this. You know what I mean? I feel like it's nothing wrong with wanting to be a couple who is traditional in the sense of he pays this or she pays that. Maybe he'll say pay the light bill, and that's cool. That's fine. But I feel like what's getting Black people in a kind of conundrum is the fact that we take one opportunity with a person and we feel like we know them, or we judge them, or they are staying, or he a goofy because he bought this or he opened the door. So let me work my magic. It don't work like that. Because you think you plotting on him, he plotting on you. Because that's the energy you're giving. But if you stay genuine, it could work out to where you can have whatever relationship you want as long as you're genuine. That's how I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I appreciate both of y'all perspectives, and I'm in agreement with that as well. I'm not a misogynist, y'all, or I wouldn't be doing this episode. Trying to help people out. Like, some women, they want a guy that's 6'2" or 6'4", you know what I'm saying? So your Superman, he can't help how tall he gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's some short guys, even though I'm a tall guy myself. There's some short guys that, in high school, guys try to pick on them and throw them in the lockers and shit. And hey, they know how to fight and defend themselves. So a lot of times, shorter guys are good protectors. So you can't knock nobody out of the box just because, they're a certain height or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have problems with height. Just I'm 5'1", so if you above that, you're taller than me. So that's cool. I mean, I would love to have someone who can always reach the cabinet over my head for me, but I've never been that picky. When I was younger, it would just so happen I was dating guys that were that tall. And but I never been that picky. No. So I just
Hey,
think the personality and is more important.
yeah, it's all about substance.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody that's listening to Riders Live right now, Miss Williams just shot a shot on a low. She's single.
Oh.
She's 5'1" and she's single. This is what I'm getting so far.
And no children.
No children and
No
easy
children.
on the eyes. No sexual harassment.
That's right.
What you think, Crane? What is your opinion on that? Do you have a preference in height?
You know,
There's
well,
nothing wrong with having a preference.
I feel like it's about first it's about confidence and then it's about everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like how you carry yourself. Look at Kamora Lee Simmons and Jaimon Hudson. You know what I'm saying? They're divorced now, but some people may say maybe he wasn't the most attractive guy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she liked. That's what she wanted. So I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can judge somebody and say, oh, he's too short, but he can be the love of your life and hold you down, sweet. Where you will never have to work again. Or he could be the guy who ends up paying for your mom's funeral because the family was ratchet and they ain't never get her no life insurance. You feel me? Or the mom never got it for herself. You feel me? He could be the one to pay the $10,000 funeral bill. So you never know what you're missing out on, for real.
I like that, and I'm in agreement with that. Both great, authentic answers.
Now, Rod, I have one thing. If I can have one dream, one fantasy is that he can drive a motorcycle. That's it. I love motorcycles.
Okay. I got friends who ride bikes and stuff like that.
Francine, you want a little daredevil on the
I guess so, you know.
She looking for the ghost rider.
little action.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, this next question is like, I think, a lot of time people confuse dating, courting, talking, like for commitment. You know what I'm saying? They confuse the talking phase with like, we together or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times females, they get a sense of entitlement. They get a sense of entitlement that makes things go all wrong because they try to get bossy and all of that because they have a sense of entitlement. What's y'all thoughts on that? We good, y'all. We good. We good.
Well, my experience is the other way. I've dealt with guys that love to text and not talk and want to take up your time. What are you doing? What are you doing? And they don't want to go to the point of going out and dating. I want to get to know you. I want to have phone conversations. But I'm not going to be possessive. I barely know you. But I've had to have experience with the guys were that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Crane?
Let me tell you, the thing about people and their demands is a trip. Like I think you gotta just set boundaries like in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I feel like when you set boundaries in the beginning, hey, we could do this, but we ain't doing that. No, you can't come to my house. And 9 times out of 10, the guy's gonna be the one to be more, on the lady's heels. It's more so, right? Because he's after something.
Thirsty.
It's up to the woman of how she wants to carry on. Now, a lot of women from their past experiences, some women and some men need therapy, unfortunately, because a lot of people have trust issues and they feel like, well, if you ain't in my face, then you must be doing something. That's a personal problem. And I don't think you should deal with that.
I'm glad you addressed that. When I was single, you're not coming to my house. Don't pop up at my house. One time I had this girl pop up at my house. I went out the back door on her ass. Like,
wow.
I fix you. I parked around the corner and shit. I had to lock on my gas tank. I'm like, she crazy. I didn't even tell her where I live. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I'm gonna get me a room tonight and just be by myself. You know what I mean? Like, how you find out where I live? You know, in another instance, when I was in the Marines, this girl found out where I live, and she sat in a chair in front of my barracks for a whole week. And I was looking from my friend in them room, like on the other side. They was like, "What did you do to this girl?" I was like, "She is nuts." You know what I'm saying? That's bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
No, but you must have rocked the world with some riders. You drove her crazy.
Hey, you know, hey. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Background checks, okay?
Yeah.
yes. I think a lot of females need to get rid of what a high value man is in their mind. There's a difference between having a preference and requirement. Like, for example, look, you know, how he sound, how he dressed. You know what I'm saying? What about the non-negotiables? Like, he a good person. He treats you nice. He care about your best interests. You understand what I'm saying?
I think that women forget their power, okay? Because you meet a guy in Walmart, he approach you, he wants your number. You look him up and down, you say, okay, he kind of cute or whatever. Okay, I can see myself getting it on. But he not wearing what you typically would like a guy to wear. Okay, to me, that's not a deal breaker because guess what? After a couple dates, guess what you should do as the woman in the relationship? We going shopping and you gonna wear this.
Right.
Yeah, because my thing is, if the appearance is important, as long as you're not looking homeless and bummy, but you still have a style that you like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would take the time to get to know the person, and then, like Crane said, like encourage him, like we this is what we need to go out this is how we need to look when we go out.
Communication is the key.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like if you dating somebody and they eating out your plate, you like, damn. Actually, what you wanted, get the fuck out of my plate. Where you ain't got no manners. No, I'm just playing. I'm just saying. It's somewhere they might not know because nobody never told them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I like to share. So one last thing, like people get this misconception that like high yellow dudes is punks, they players, they weak, you could punk them out, you could get your way with them, they players, and they might think that dark skinned guys, oh, they fighters, they got my best interests at heart and all of that. I think it's misconceptions, like even with the ladies, but I don't want to get into that. So last but not least, Praying, tell people about your music and where they can find your music.
Hey, I'm gonna just say a thing about that. Once you go chocolate, you can't get up off it.
Okay.
As far as music, let me tell you, you can go to my SoundCloud. First, I need you to go to Instagram. Go to my Instagram at Krizzy Crane, okay? That's Krizzy, Krizzy, Crane, Krane. You're going to see the music link to the SoundCloud right there. Bam, just click it. You're going to see my latest single, which is called Decked Out. The EP is going to be coming out. I'm doing a re-release of the EP, which is called New View, coming out September the 3rd, which is Friday, or Saturday, one of those days. But it's going to be September the 3rd.
Friday.
To the speakers near you, so go ahead and follow me. And you know, just keep watching Crane. Follow me, like the Facebook fan page, which will be stylized as KR upside down. So the A is flipped because my name means two different things. On one end it means bird, the other end it means blood. But when you flip the A, that's my Facebook name. So KRVNE on Facebook, and go ahead and find me.
Okay. Hey, and one more thing I want to say is that Crane is the What's Poppin' artist of the day on Rider's Live. So I just want to let y'all know that. Francine Williams is one of my biggest sponsors of the podcast at Rider's Live. So that ad that y'all hear running on Rider's Live, that's Miss Williams. Miss Williams, tell people what you do, where they can find you, plug yourself.
Well, you can find me at myadminfriend.com. I do resumes, administrative work, Chapter 7 bankruptcy just for Illinois. I also help veterans fill out their forms. I help seniors fill out forms. I'm also a public notary, mobile notary, so I can come to you. So go to my website, see the services I offer. I'm just there for the small business person that needs admin support but don't have the income to pay for full-time admin. So I can work just on projects that you might need done. Yeah, so that's what I do. Give me a call. My goal is to help you find time with your business, take away the small things so you can focus on the big important stuff. So or give me a call at 312-725-4744.
All right. Hey, I want to thank both of you beautiful ladies for coming on and being a part of this episode of Rider's Live. I really appreciate y'all coming on here and discussing this topic with me.
I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed meeting you, Crane.
Nice meeting you, Francine. It was wonderful. Your
Yes.
business is lit. I might need the services one day.
All right. I'm here. Best wishes to you.
You too.
All right. So this has been another episode of Rider's Live. Y'all be able to see this episode on all podcasts and streaming platforms as well as YouTube. So this has been another episode of Rider's Live. I'm Riders.
He's out.
Peace out.
All right.